The following is an All-Star 15 TV production.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free the home of the brave.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. It's EFRL Night Extreme Forces Racing League. It's race number 3 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're continuing the Magic Mile from earlier today to now. And somebody who drove about 5 hours in the car all together to get to New Hampshire and then to get home, my good buddy, TJ Barnier. TJ, how are you, pal?
AJ, I've done a lot of driving, watched a lot of driving, and I'm going to watch some more driving, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, you and I were talking throughout the day. How important is good racing up here in the Northeast? Because I think today was the first time, and I think in a long time, the Cup Series put on a extraordinary and amazing race from start to finish with the amazing battles we had, the amazing crashes, and the 3 to 4, and I think at one point 5 wide.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've always dreamed for this track to be so racy, because it essentially is, large Martinsville. And it was just really fun to see. I mean, guys diving in the middle 3 wide and making it work. They weren't doing it for, laps on end, but on restarts, it was crazy. But the 2 wide was a constant all day. That was amazing, and just, I can't talk enough how impressed I am with this next-gen car anywhere but a track.
Yeah, and everybody has issues with this, the next-gen car at short tracks, and I think it's the shorter short tracks that we're having issues. But today at New Hampshire, I think it put on one hell of a show. And as you guys saw on the pylon to the left, it looked like we had Joshua Bally with the fastest in practice. As we are getting to qualifying, DJ, you ran some lap times. Tell us, how does this Xfinity car take to this Magic Mile?
Based on what I saw from practice, the Xfinity car is actually faster, which is kind of crazy, because they, for the most part today, were running 31s and change. Joshua Bally has a 30.4 in practice. See if he can carry it to qualifying, and then what race pace cars are around you. And they are not easy to drive, as I can attest from trying to. I say trying, very key.
There's Travis Lapenis on the racetrack right there. He's on his go lap. Track position is 100% key, so you want to get to that front and stay up at that front. So he's going to complete his first lap coming out of turn 4. Dylan Dunford with a 30.80. Lapenis right behind him with a 30.91. Jumping over to Dylan Dunford in the 94. He's going to call it quits. Take it to Brandon Dunford as he crosses the line. He's going to go P3. Joshua Bally not with a lap time on his first lap. Wonder if he hit the wall and it invalidated it, but Ben Morrow with the 30.61 P1 right now. Going to stick right with this 7.
I wonder if he wasn't just trying to put it as wide as he could to build as much speed as he could.
Especially in 3 and 4 as he's going to come to the line. I don't know if he scraped the wall again. And survey says P2 right behind Vern Hawkins.
Yeah, those guys were both quick in practice.
Ben Morrow
Real quick
across
in
the
practice.
line. And Ben is going to stay right there, not improving.
He pretty much matched his practice lap. I mean, to like within 006 of his practice lap.
TJ, the driver we should talk about is the driver of the number 1, Farron Elam. Kind of take us through the things that has happened this week with that number 1.
Do you want me to stay specific to the number 1? So the 1 car, we had to make a driver, Rocky Faith Motorsports. Scheduling conflicts was just not allowing our 4th driver to make it. Basically, we want to try to have a full-time driver in the, all 4 cars. Coincidentally, we're missing Ryan Fry tonight. Can't help that one, but we have acquired Farron Elam to drive the 4th car in that number 1 machine, and we are excited to see what he can do. I mean, I've watched Farron now with you seasons here. I like the way he drives. I mean, half a breath of a move at Daytona, and maybe he's the winner of that race. So
Absolutely. Looking at Jeremy LaPanis, is he going to close out qualifying for 7th? Does he improve? No, he does not. Jumping down to Matt Cochran.
But yeah, so that's where we're at this week for our team and changes.
Matt Cochran passes the line 12th. He's going to go 12th. Paul Irving going into turn number 3. See everybody running that, 2nd to 3rd lane. Paul Irving, does he improve? No, he does not.
That was a popular line in the race today.
Out of 4, Jesse Adams gonna jump Joshua Yandow for 15th.
I'm not sure Josh got to complete all of his qualifying.
He did.
Manual, did he? He connected there for.
He did both laps.
Well, that's good to know.
What's going on, Gary? Thanks for liking the stream.
Struggle.
TJ, you might want to shut off your noise suppression because it's cutting you out even more.
That better?
That is better. The only thing you should really have on is your noise gate. If you have it.
Well, we go to a commercial break. You'll have to explain that one.
Right. Let's get to the starting lineup for the Lobster. It's What's for Dinner 125 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Starting on the pole, as we are looking at the back 17, it's Vern Hawkins and Joshua Bally. 3rd and 4th, it's Ben Morrow and Drew Trader. Row number 3, it's Dylan Dunford and Paul Irving. Row number 4, Dean Demmer and Jeremy LaPanis. Row number 5, it's Forrest Smith and Randy Howell. TJ, take us the rest of the way.
Row 6, we have the 16 of Travis LaPanis and Matt Cochran. Row 7 is the 1 car of Farron Elam and the 19 of Brandon Dunford. 15th is Jesse Adams. 16th is Josh Yando. Then we have a bunch of guys that didn't take a lap, and I'm not sure who's locked in and who isn't.
Well, it looks like everybody's queuing up to race, TJ.
I think everybody's going to make it because there's only 23 guys here, and I think we were allowed to start 33, so...
Yep.
10 guys missing tonight from various organizations.
And here's your pole sitter, Vern Hawkins, in the number 14 Chevy Camaro. That is a good-looking car with tint slime on the hood.
Some data that might be handy for those watching at home. The choose roll this week is going to be the top line by the outside wall, the bottom line by the pit wall. I think they said 5 sets of tires.
Let's find out. I think I sent you the graphic. 5 sets of tires, 125 laps, a stage break at lap 45. You're watching All-Star 15 TV on YouTube and Facebook. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow the page on Facebook. I'm Agent Cole. That's TJ Barnier. We are your broadcasters for the evening. If this is your first time, welcome.
This is going to be interesting.
What?
Well, they're going to throw the caution. So the 8 car had an issue taking off, and they're unable to go green right here.
I'm curious if it'll count the lap. It's showing that it is, but a lot of times iRacing will reset itself. So there's the 8 car. You see him on the outside. I think that's Randy Howell.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to add the L. I think it's just How.
I'm used to Howell Ave in Shelton, Connecticut, and that's how you spell it too.
Maybe you do. I don't know.
Nope. It's probably just Howell. But it looks like
the 8 car not getting tight here. There he goes. I say it's going to stack the whole outside lane up if we can't get it right.
Well, for all our wrestling fans out there, ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for 125 laps around the Magic Mile in Loudon, New Hampshire.
And hopefully they're not under yellow. There's the green.
Green flag,
7
and we
with a
are gone.
7 with a launch, not really gaining much of an advantage, but I think he might on the outside. The 14 slips up and almost gets him. That was tight.
I think we're going to see tight racing all night, but look for everybody to be loose early on.
Yeah, that was one thing I noticed in the practice laps I ran. Until you get some heat in them tires, man, it was brutal.
Look at Drew Trader. He went to the extreme outside looking for grip and had to walk it back down the racetrack. As you see the 48 of Paul Irving crack the wall out of 4.
You know,
Already
AJ,
damage on that right front.
you mentioned his name, and there was a funny exchange we had in the Discord server this week. He asked us not to pick him to win any more races. Can you believe such a thing?
Well, you're the one that's been picking him because you've been stubborn, and if you pick the same guy, you're bound to, you know.
Well, somebody as fast as him, too. But that does remind me, we didn't pick.
We did not. And while we have not had a actual caution yet, TJ, who you going with?
The 7. Taking the 7.
Joshua
Maybe I
Bally up
jinxed him.
front, as he's
I
going to have a
swear I
run
thought
to
he was
Vern
about
Hawkins
to
to
get
the outside.
turned. If he'd have got turned, I'd have never picked a driver again. No, I think the 7. He's got speed. He's had speed week in and week out, and just want to see what if he can get it completely done, and I think he can. That car is very fast.
So I'm going to go with one of the part-timers and somebody who is very good with short track racing. It's the driver, the number 33, Autism Awareness Chevy Camaro. It is Jeremy Lapenis. He's got right now Dean Demmer cutting to his inside.
He had a fun paint scheme last year too. That half Lamborghini, half, what was it, a Porsche, Ferrari, or Audi or something?
Yes, there was a name we had for it. I am not going to attempt it now because I butcher names as it is.
But it was a fun paint scheme last year. He's got a great paint scheme this year.
Yeah, that one hits home, and I like seeing awareness.
Did we just lose the leader? Nope, there he is. He blinked on my screen.
Yeah, he was
blinked
doing that
on
in
my
practice.
screen.
So TJ,
He blinked so bad it jumped to the car behind him.
It'll do that. We're 5 laps in, coming to 6. We're looking at about 50 to 60 on fuel. But with you running laps earlier on to give us a little bit of knowledge for these Xfinity cars in car, how long do these tires last?
Not 50 to 60 laps. I mean, you could probably make them go that, but you're not going to enjoy it.
Look at Randy
It was funny.
go.
It was funny, AJ. Today in pre-race interviews, Joey Logano said, "I don't think anybody's car handles well here," and I think that might have carried over to here.
But you want to know something? That's always great. When a driver says they hate how the race car feels, you know we're in for a good race. As Forrest Smith cutting to the inside of Jeremy Lapenis, this is for the 7th position. Early on in the event, we are getting spread apart, which has all the meaning, knock on wood, for this first run to possibly go straight to lap 45. And as I say that, knock on wood completely. And there goes Forrest Smith. Again, he's going to use that apron. He's going to use the TJ line because I know how much you like running the apron on a lot of these tracks. And he's going to move it right into that middle lane. Just like earlier today in the Cup cars. You know, you saw that middle lane and that high lane come into like really big effect on these passing moments as you see him slide up right in front of the 33 of Jeremy Lopez.
Yeah, and some of the guys, even to their own detriment, were going down there to try to grab grip. AJ Allmendinger is one that came to my mind, and, well, he spun out.
Yeah, or that was early on in the race.
I do believe it was the first caution.
So far, so good. We're getting spread out. It looks like Vern Hawkins has just about a second lead over Ben Morrow, who's in second. In third, it's Joshua Valley. Drew Trader in fourth. Dean Demmer in fifth. Sixth right now, it's Paul Irving. Forrest Smith in the seventh position. Eighth right now, it's Jeremy Lepanis. Here comes Randy Howe in ninth. And in 10th, rounding out the top 10, it's Dylan Dunford. TJ, so far so good. Everybody just, I feel like, getting their bearings put together. We've had a very eventful last 2 weeks. Started at Daytona, went to Atlanta. Now they throw another wrench at these drivers to a short track. And I think the drivers really, after the first two races, have put in the work this week to put on a good show all the way up in the Granite State of New Hampshire.
Yeah, and I mean, this is, you know, you said short track. It is that, but at the same time, it's a big short track. But at the same time, it's a narrow short track, especially on the front straightaway. There's not a lot of room to make errors and save it here. So I'm really impressed we've gone this long without, knock on wood, much issue.
But we're looking at the 19 of Brandon Dunford. He's up one position in the 13th spot, but you got to drop right behind him. It's Joe Darnell in the 12 with Dent Wizard on the back end of that Chevy Camaro. Now he's up 5 positions. He's currently your biggest mover of the race in that 14th position. I think a little bit at a time will get it for you. But track position, track position, track position. And right now he is on an island all by himself, as you're going to see from the Nerds Doing Nerd Things blimp cam up here. There is nobody near him. And he is using that really high lane as he's almost gets it into that turn one wall.
And let me tell you something to marvel at, AJ. Did you see the lobster they were giving away to the winner of the race today?
I think it was huge.
25 pounds, and Sir Martin Truex took a bite out of its claw, or at least tried to. He bit the lobster. I'd say that leader's got company.
Well, that leader's got company, but so does Matt Cochran. But we're going to take a look at that lead. So here comes the 13 of Ben Morrow. And he's going to bring Joshua Batley right behind him.
Something I saw all day today, the outside, you know, they would give up some on the top, but they could power through on that top and manage to hold it off. The guys on the bottom, Martin Truex had a furious battle, or not Martin Truex, Kyle Larson had a furious battle with the 2-car early, just couldn't ever clear the car and make the pass, as we see the 7 slip by the 13 on the top. Which is, I mean, AJ, you can probably remember from watching races here, the outside was never even a thought. You went there, it was a death sentence.
Absolutely.
Like Martinsville, it would you would go back rows. Now it's almost like they prefer to be out there.
As you see that Vern Hawkins has kind of put the jets back on, but now he's going to have another battle brewing with the 7 as he's gotten clear of Ben Morrow. And here comes Drew Trader too. All 3 of these drivers under a second to the leader, and we're going to jump on board with that number 25 through Trader. See how much he is off the gas, TJ, and then he's not full throttle till he's just coming off.
I think if you go too much more, it'll just want to come around on you. He seems like he's going a little deeper into the turn. Maybe that's just a strategy to not use a lot of brake right now, especially trailing these guys. I think it hurt his exit a little bit, but I mean, at the same time, you've got, you know, kind of 2 by 2 in front of you. You don't really need to push the issue here.
No, not yet. As you see the 13 of Morrow having an issue, and it looks like Trader popped the wall coming out of turn 2.
Certainly looked it on my screen.
He still had a hell of a run coming out of turn 2. Holy crud, TJ. This is a hell of a battle for second. Hell of a battle for third as they're touching. Where's that
almost
no,
like
don't
he
touch
did a little
me
wall
there?
bang. I think Drew Trader would like to take the square.
Look how high up Vern Hawkins was in turn 1 and 2. We need to go back to the Indian Team Blimp Cam so you could see all 4 drivers. Look at the different lines from all 4 of these drivers. We're on lap 20 of 125 here on All-Star 15 TV. PJ Barnier, AJ Capola live from the broadcasting booth here in Loudon, New Hampshire. A reinforced broadcasting booth because, man, we big boys.
Call this broadcast booth Husky.
We have way too much fun up here. Want to give a huge shout out to our wonderful sponsors of All-Star 15 TV. First off, as you've heard them, the Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. New episodes out every Thursday. This week they're talking about from 2005 to 2018, the God of War series. Check it out on both YouTube and where you find your audio podcasts. Wrestling Over Everything, a Facebook page for all wrestling fans. WWE, New Japan, AEW, anything indie, take your pick. Join the Facebook page. Falcon Grafix, $5 off your first vehicle wrap. Mention All-Star 15 when you message Falcon Graphics on Facebook. The Drinking Bros Auto Racing Facebook page. Just like Wrestling Over Everything, but auto racing. F1, NASCAR, Modifieds, Dirt Racing. They have forums for every form of racing. And we mentioned Wrestling Over Everything. We gotta mention the Fair Play WrestleFest. You saw it in the open of the video. They're also selling a raffle tickets for a championship belt. Go check it out. $10 a raffle ticket. If you win, you get a replica WWE Championship belt. Second place is $200 for WWEshop.com, and third place is a $100 gift card to WWEshop.com. Check out all our sponsors. Tell them we sent you. Believe me, it is much appreciated for all of them to get more people involved in their stuff. Shameless plug over.
AJ, something I just noticed, I went on board with a couple different cars, and a couple guys are doing it. They are downshifting.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a quick look at Joshua Balley's pass of Vern Hawkins.
He is one of them. He's downshifting.
That will burn more fuel. And here's the
I
pass
joked
right here.
about it with you in practice, and I was like, I thought I was in a next-gen car and downshifted, but these guys are actually doing it.
And there
I
is
noticed
the
the
finish of the
41
pass.
as well as one that was doing it.
Uh-oh. Had an issue with Dylan Dunford while we were cut away. See what happens with the 94. Oh, he's going to crack the wall. Oh, and there goes the 16 as well. They're going to be off the track. We're going to stay green. And I think both of them are going to escape major, major damage. Oh, there's some front-end issues with the 16 there. But he's still rolling. And it being a short track, TJ, might not need aero as much.
I mean, the modifieds get around here just fine without aero.
It's their Daytona, and I will say that to the day I die.
Yeah, that was a weird kind of incident between the two of them.
Well, we're
Looked like-
25 laps in, TJ. Tires are probably starting to hate running.
Hate existing.
Exactly. I think these cars are looking for new Goodyear Eagles, but I think they're going to try to push them another 20 so laps to get to the stage break at 45. And we only
I
have
would think
one
you'd
stage
have
break,
to
by
if
the
you
way.
if you would want to get stage points, you have to do that. Not to
Jesse
mention they've
Adams
only
in the
got 5
55.
laps.
Ooh, he's going to cut underneath Matt Cochran. Not clear yet, but might have the whole shot out of turn 4. He does, and makes the pass. Move him up one more to 11th. Ooh, he got to lose him turn 1. Wow. Looking for some other battles. Aaron Elam, who had to start shotgun on the field due to an EOL from a past race, making his way into 13th as he's passing Dylan Dunford. That 94 does not look good right now.
No, he looks like he's struggling mightily.
It's struggling? Have you seen what the car looks like?
Well,
him and Travis
I have.
Lepanus are both struggling, and they need a caution to at least repair some damage.
I think Dylan got the worst of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Travis just has a little bit of right front damage.
The right rear on the Dunford all jacked.
Well, you see Joshua Valley up front. We're going to jump cockpit view because there's something out that windshield that we haven't had to deal with yet. And on lap 30, we're going to be dealing with it soon. That's some lap traffic. You got Bobby Green, Daniel Stagner, and Joshua Yandow right out the front of this number 7 machine.
I almost said rain? We definitely have dealt with rain in New England.
Yes, I was at Logano's last win. Or not last win, but his first win.
Oh, I meant in general lately. Vermont was underwater for quite a bit. New Hampshire got absolutely poured on Sunday.
I got killed. I can't go down the other half of my road. And I live on a hill because the other side's a pond.
I heard you guys are under hurricane watch this weekend.
Tornado watch.
Oh, God. I guess, does that make Connecticut a flatland?
It's new to me. It is new to me. But up front, Joshua Valley.
AJ, is that Taylor Swift on his bumper cover?
No.
Or what?
Yes.
Love it.
like it.
I love it.
I love the creativity of some of these drivers and some of these paint schemes. If you want to go back and take a look at Nick Olofsson's YouTube, Twitch, whatever you want to call it, if you ever see the back end of my car, thank you, Joe Hutchings.
Yeah, that is your late model's hilarious. Bobby Green having a little bit of issue tire smoke there.
Could be locking him up, trying to make these turns, but he's gonna have an issue very, very shortly, going one lap down.
These guys are flying. I mean, it is honestly scary how fast they are going. They are faster than the Cup cars this late in a run.
Good
easily.
job. Good job, Bobby Green, giving the leader room. I know it sucks to go a lap down, but race on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be kind of a battle here. The 30 car, I don't think he probably can't get back to that other car, but if he could maybe slow the 7 up just enough to make it to 10 laps, he would get the lucky dog.
And you see the 59 getting the blue flag now that he is a lap down, letting the 13 of Ben Morrow by. Next driver for Joshua Valley is the Rocky Faith Motorsports number 30,
Josh
of
Ando.
Joshua Yandow of North Star Construction fame.
He's going to let him go. Smart move, but hopefully he can hang on the 10 laps here and remain the lucky dog. I just don't see it. Valley is putting him up and setting him down right now.
Well, just a little look at how everybody's running lap times. A 32:37 was Bally with traffic. Ben Morrow is a 32:30 flat right there, a little bit faster, but he's not dealing with traffic. Everybody else is in the high 32s. So he's still fast, even passing lap traffic.
Yeah, that car's hooked up right now.
Laps, caution free. Right now it is a season record, but we still had a really good Daytona race. Atlanta, not so much. I know the league had it in them. It's just I think they went to tracks that produced more chaos.
Daytona, I mean, they had some wrecks that never got, weren't actual caution flags.
They only had 4 registered cautions at Daytona.
Right. I mean, I know there was a few incidents on track that anything got thrown for. So there was a few more actual crashes, but I mean, it wasn't chaos really until the end when they got a flurry of them.
Look at Drew Trader, TJ. That right side is almost rubbed all the way off.
That's not going to help your long run day.
No, because it will affect your tire wear and even screw up your wheel damage. It's not like NASCAR heat where if you have a little rotor damage, you want to kill that tire. If you know, you know.
That might even predate heat, AJ.
Look at Vern Hawkins. He led the first portion of this race, but I think in him wanting to drive away from everybody, he burned up his tires, and now he's almost relegated back to that 4th position, and Forrest Smith right behind them. TJ, you have a request in the chat, the YouTube chat, and it's from the Wednesday broadcaster known as Gary Wells, and he's requesting the "I Want Chaos" tagline from the TJ of Barnier.
We need some chaos, boys! I need some chaos! Where's the chaos at?
Should make like a cameo app for you. Say that stuff.
I think it's a soundboard, but that's just me.
Oh, we have plenty of those. We don't need more.
Oh, yes, we do. There's never enough.
But this is a hell of a battle for this 3rd position. 4 drivers, or 3 drivers actually. 14, 25, and 81. As you see the 81 way high, using almost the wall lane.
The wall lane, I mean, works in the video game.
Yeah, but it's not Martinsville. As he's going to try it again, he's going to use that 4th lane. Should have a great run.
Well, if they hadn't outlawed it, AJ, I really did wonder if they could have pulled off a Martinsville-esque move here. Long way from the corner back to the start-finish line.
I don't know how many people are actually watching my stream that are racing, but I think Forrest Smith has found something, because in him doing that, he has gained about 0.3 of a second in a lap to Drew Trader. And as I say that, he's going to stop doing it. Oh, there he goes again.
And Drew kind of went out there a little bit. Maybe, I mean, they're kind of, I believe they're co-opetition.
Like, watch his lane. Oh, there's a little bit of damage to that 81. I think if Smith can get on the gas a little bit sooner, he's going to be better off. I think a lot of that has to do with tire wear.
That is true. We are moments from the stage break. And really, they were 15 laps from needing fuel. Probably a lot sooner would have needed tires.
I think we are on the final lap. and that is going to be presented by Fair Play WrestleFest. Here comes Joshua Bally to the line. He's going to take the stage, followed by Ben Morrow, Vern Hawkins, Drew Trader, Forrest Smith, Paul Irving, Jeremy Lepenis, Dylan Dunford, Randy Howell, and Jesse Adams, and there is the yellow flag. Thank you, Fair Play WrestleFest. And before we go any further, here's a little video for them to hype them up. We are back, everybody. Thanks to Wrestling Over Everything and Fair Play WrestleFest for sponsoring the final lap of the stage and of the race. Everybody should be coming down pit road. I'm H. Capola, TJ Barnier up in the broadcast booth. You're watching All-Star 15 TV. We're going to see how pit stops go. We're going to try to get a word with our stage one and only winner, Joshua Bally. TJ, you got a copy?
I'm here.
What'd you think of the first stage?
You know, it was a lot more green than I thought. Which is good.
I know they had it in them. I think it was the racetracks. I really do.
But I want chaos, AJ.
Well, I'm okay with some chaos, but chaos breeds chaos. And, you know, that kind of sucks sometimes. Well, TJ, I know how much you like interviews. Here's our stage one winner. Here's the driver, the number 7, Joshua Bally.
Mr. Stage Winner, do you got a copy?
Yep.
How's that car feel?
Oh, that's pretty good.
It looked pretty good. You think you can hold on here for the end and give him a run for it?
Probably. Ben was looking pretty quick, but other than that, got the competition looks pretty covered. I think I'm doing something different than the rest of the field is doing, which is helping me save the right front.
Well, we can hopefully continue to watch you do what you are doing, and we just got to know. We found it, we saw it, we don't know if it was intentional, but the Taylor Swift on the back of the car was hilarious.
It's my team that my team outside of this league, we're called Swift, so had to shout out keep the boys in the car.
We saw it and we had a good time with it up here in the.
Yeah.
So we love it, and continue what you're doing, because you look like you're doing it better than anybody else right now.
Thank you.
And hopefully we can talk to you later.
Good luck, my friend.
Thank
And
you.
enjoy the rest of the race. TJ, that was a fantastic stage number 1. I don't know if they can keep it going, because everybody, we knew we were going to have a caution at 45 or around 45. Now I think is when everybody's going to take what they learned in this first 45 laps and really put it to use for the following stage right now. I'm really, really scared about these cars and to see what is going to happen, but you know, good thing it's virtual and nobody actually has to pay for anything.
Yeah, I don't want millions and millions of dollars of damage dealt here, but I do like chaos too, so I'm kind of in the
I know.
weird.
Got Nate Orlowski in the Facebook chat saying, let's go pace car, clap, 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 clap. Well, this is our first caution and we are 50 laps in, so right now this is the only pacing we're doing, and I hope it stays this way. Because that was fun, watching drivers that learned how to save tires or know how to save tires run back through the field.
Yeah, and I mean, they were doing really well. I don't know where the one ended up. He was one that really climbed through the field.
Well, he's in 12th. And Joshua Bally with a launch and a half down to turn number 1. The battle right now is for, it looks like, that 5th position.
Ooh, 14 in the fence.
We saw him try that earlier. See Paul Irving on that outside. Got the 81 of Forrest Smith, who really came alive the later portion of that first stage as he's trying to get by Paul Irving.
Restart's so important at this track. Really set you up for the longer run. What you can pick off early is the stuff you don't have to worry about later.
You're right on that one. As you see Smith continuing to work that inside second lane. Looks like with these brand new tires, he's going to have the run to do it, and he's not going to be clean.
I think he was thinking slide job, and it just wasn't there.
You know, I got to get Dale Jr.'s slide job as a soundboard.
Soundbar. How long does the 81 stay patient with 25?
Well, again, it's still early, TJ. I think riding behind them, you're probably going to save some tire with that. So right now, I don't think you're really too worried about it, as he's going to get right back to Trader's back bumper. I think he's more worried if that front 3-pack starts to leave him.
Which, I mean, these guys are already a second back of the leader.
Battle for second. There's front end damage on that 14 of Hawkins. Looks like he might have rear-ended 13 of Morrow. Looks like that might
They do have, yeah, they have similar damage pattern. I was trying to look at the back end of the 14 to see if he had damage. I think he does. It almost looks like he got hit in his right rear at some point.
Yeah, we knew the 14 did.
Did he get hit in the rear end?
Somewhere.
I mean, it clearly shows, but I don't remember it happening.
Going back to 10th place, Aaron Elon, Dean Demmer, side by side out of turn number 2.
Newly found teammates.
That
Play
aren't
nice,
in a
boys.
chat together for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know where they are tonight.
Ooh, I thought the one was going to crack the wall there.
You know, the ones put a really good race together. He's come from deep in the field.
Yeah, he qualified 13th, but because of, I think, Daytona, he had to start with an EOL, so yeah, dead last on the field and currently running in that 11th.
Might lose another one here to the 4-car in his outside.
And the 4-car has help. That's Adam Capps. Those two drivers are teammates.
Ooh, faring a little high. Might have got into the 4 a little bit there. One of those tracks.
Farron sent it into turn 3.
One of those tracks where you can, you know, be battling the guy in front of you, and all of a sudden the guy behind you is making moves on you.
You know, I love Farron to death because, you know, he has been here since I started broadcasting EFRL. But he's got to not pick paint schemes that make me want to have ice cream. Mid-broadcast.
Or eat or whatever. Oh, he's a little sideways now in front of the 4.
Yeah, he's been really sideways these last couple laps. He should have a nice run out of turn 4, but he's been using these turns really wide, and that's where Matt Cochran's been able to close back in. As I say that, Matt Cochran goes wide. It's like, you do this, I do that. I do that, you do this.
Either way, they're keeping you on your toes, AJ.
Yeah, I'm currently sitting down. I only stand up for the national anthems. Looking for some battling on the track. Austin Green with Donnie Bartlett. This is for 17th.
You know, one thing, AJ, I do love about the sim is how they still show the seating in 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think the last time this track was updated was probably like 2010, 2012, somewhere around there.
Because all these seats you see, if you're still following the 4 car, don't exist.
Back up front, Ben Morrow, Vern Hawkins are for this second place. And just about 3/4 of a second out is 7 of Joshua Bally.
Crazy to think, though, the amount of people that used to come to this race where they filled a whole section of grandstand that doesn't exist anymore, that I believe SMI moved. They moved them somewhere. I don't remember which track.
Oh, the grandstand?
Yeah.
Thought it was Texas. Or Atlanta.
Might have been.
No, it's probably Texas.
But, you know, I can tell you the campers were all still where they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss going to Animal Hill. Every night.
Mm-hmm.
Learned a lot of stuff back there. And if you know, you know.
Somebody posted on social media this week the X lot with the caption, "If you know, you know."
I think I might have commented on that post.
It's got a, you know, this place has a lot of, like, you hear about Talladega and the ruckus, you know, crazy crowd they get in their infield, and it's like this place has kind of built its own reputation, having something similar. You know, I think it goes to show, you know, the Northeasterners, they know how to party. They might drive their cars on parkways and park their cars in driveways, but they're gonna park the car and have a party, pal.
Well, closest battle on the racetrack right now, it is Drew Trader and Paul Irving, as Paul's going to try to send it to that higher outside lane, looking for that run, but it looks like Trader's able to get onto the gas a lot sooner. Nicholas Parker from Facebook, thank you for subbing.
Yeah, these guys they're different teams, but they're friendly teams. As you know, you see the elite on the back of the 25 and on the side of the 48. They're very much similar to how NASCAR would do it, an alliance team. So they're trying to play nice, but, you know, still race each other hard. I don't know how long you can play nice when the leaders are getting away, but they're doing a good job of it.
Man, our YouTube and Facebook chat is blowing up. I can see it on my screen. And do I have that guy? No, he's still on pit road. The overlay being stupid? The overlay is being stupid.
Who's on pit road?
It said the leader on pit road.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm aware he's not. We're looking at him right there. But everything else seems to be correct with the timing and scoring. It just has him on pit road. Interesting. See if I refresh it, does it say back to pit road? Perfect. Haha. Back through some of the wonderful battles on the racetrack at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The 81 again, gonna try to make another attempt on the 14, as we gotta be thinking about pit stop starting in just about 20 or so laps, DJ. You want to be the first, or are you gonna try to wait as long as possible?
What lap did we go back green on? 40.
We 47. 49.
49. give it, say, 50 laps, put you at 100. I mean, it's a one-stop, no matter how you cut it.
And
You know,
I
if you
doubt
wanna-
these drivers really want... I think they're going to try to split it in half, to be honest with you.
Right, I think that'd be the smart play, and I think if that's the case, you're going to want to be in early, not late. Yeah, I would. I'm, just thinking about it. I think you'd want to be early, for sure. You don't want to be the last guy out there on old stuff. While the new, the guys are on freshies, clicking away lap times that are seconds faster than yours. It also might be a bit of monkey see, monkey do. You get one guy goes, and all of a sudden everybody's, I gotta go.
Honestly, if Joshua Bally comes in first, it's over, I think. But if you see, Vern Hawkins or Forrest Smith or even Drew Trader come in pit road, we are going to have probably a pretty good battle, because the difference in time is just about a second, and that's just from lap 49 when we went back green to lap 72 right now.
Yeah, in this place, I mean, it's a 30-second racetrack, so you're 2 seconds behind on the track. You come in 2 laps early, run 2 laps 2 seconds faster than the leader, you've caught up.
So
And we'll be
watching
on
this
relatively, even tires at that point.
battle. Yeah, Randy Howe, who's fallen back to that 14th position, started 10th. Oh, boy.
It's never a good thing when you go, oh boy.
Adam Cap's really loose coming out of turn 2 there, able to save it, but he's going to end up letting Randy Howe by. Hey, look at the damage on the front end of that 8, TJ. Good thing Aero isn't huge here. It does play a little bit of effect, but that Chevy Camaro is really beat up front.
Yeah, he hit something. I don't know when and where, but he definitely ate a piece of something. Hard. I mean, that's not just scuffs. That's beaten and broken.
Trying to figure
I'd
out
like
what
to
our
find the
chat's
rear
talking
end.
about.
That could be scary.
It definitely is. Usually is. Matt Cochran now having teammate Adam Capps to battle with. Look for a lot of respect between the two drivers here, but as of the last couple laps, that 2 has been about a half a second faster than the 4.
Yeah, AJ, I just read the chat. I'm not sure. They're, I think they're just having their own fun right now.
Yeah.
Although it sounds like they're pulling for hashtag pace car driver and it's not working out.
Yeah, I think pace car driver's about 77 laps down.
We're going to have a new EFRL viewer at home drinking game. If I say chaos, you're going to think...
Well, happy you said viewer at home, because I'm not playing that game.
Chaos, I think slide job would be another good one.
My liver is screwed this weekend at Connecticut.
If you go, that might be another one to drink on.
And down your drink if AJ actually swears.
That is a definite. Not even just down it. You got to shotgun that.
Battle 13th here. Matt Cochran way wide, almost in the wall out of turn 4. Adam Cap still side by side with the 4.
You mean the 1? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. The 8 was side by side with the 4. I'm looking at them. They're just behind me.
And that's going to open up the door for Austin Green too.
Yeah, it looks like the 4 might be struggling with forward bite. Which, I mean, who isn't at this point? One car so far just ahead of these guys is able to hold the 8 off, and now he's got the bottom. Well, he goes really down in there, and I think the 1 might have went wide, and I do believe that was a slide job! Slide job!
Aaron Elam is still there going into turn number 3. He's showing the nose. He's going to stay right behind the 8 and try to get a run out of turn 4 using that higher lane.
These guys so far are doing better than the Cup guys did today. I don't remember them ever making 80 laps without a caution.
We actually have had a caution, but...
Well, one that wasn't for a state.
Coming to just about 45 to go. Drew Trader, Paul Irving for 5th
One car
place.
in the fence.
By one car, you mean Farron Elam?
Yeah. He sent it in there hot, heavy, and
rewind it. Where was he in the fence? Are you, TJ? I don't think you're live.
I don't know what lap it was, but he was in the fence.
He has damage. You might want to click live.
It wasn't that long ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're on lap 80 now, right? Or 82 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was lap 80.
Oh, so you were a little behind on that one, because I went straight to him and rewound it. I was like, he's not in the wall.
Oh, he was. It's just you missed it.
Race leader Joshua Bally, followed by Ben Morrow, a 2.5 behind. In 3rd, it's Vern Hawkins, just about 4.5 from the leader. 4th place is Forrest Smith, almost 5 seconds. And then Drew Trader rounding out the top 5, almost 7 seconds behind your leader. And it looks like that 7 is still looking pretty. He's got nobody behind him, and in front of him, basically nobody. He's got Daniel Stagner, the red car, leaving turn 4 now and crossing the line. He's got a little time here.
Yeah, he actually already picked up and put down to the 2 cars that were already 1 lap down. Josh Yendo and Bobby Green have now fallen to 2 down, and they're going to need real help to dig out of that hole. If we even get a yellow at all, at this point, I'm not convinced.
I think we're really spread out right now. I think for the most part, the closest battles we see are some of the lap drivers.
Can't say we haven't had a crash tonight. We definitely had a crash. It just didn't bring out a yellow.
Yeah, that was Dylan Dunford and Travis Lapanis.
And it shows. I mean, both of them are sitting 17th and 18th cars at the start of the race. That was a lot of damage they took.
Yeah, we're looking at Travis Lapanis at the front end of that 16. I know that Ford Mustang is normally front on the front end, but not that front on the front end. Flat, I mean.
Yeah. It just looks like somebody came up to the car and punched it in the mouth.
I don't know why that reminded me of Click. And he smacks... Oh, 25 loose. Out of 2.
Still with the
TJ, I
48.
think this is our closest battle right now. It's like I want to send it to a quick commercial, but I feel like we would miss something.
Oh, if you don't go to a commercial, you might not get one in, so you might want to do it.
All right, everybody, we will be right back. Gonna take a look at the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast and Fair Play WrestleFest.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Welcome back, everybody, from the commercial break. Hope you take heart in those ads and go help those people out. They're all friends.
One of them's right here.
We are back here with a 48 just dove off to pit lane. I was watching the 25 and the 48.
Right in front of him, Forrest Smith as well on pit lane.
This is, I mean, it's later than I thought, but, you know, not at the same time.
I mean, you also had the lap before Adam Capps and Daniel Stagner. That 6 has some right rear damage as well. This has to force our leaders.
Strategy thing with the 6, you know, to try to keep ahead of. Here come a ton. Trader Dean Demmer said he's coming.
Jeremy Lapenas, Brandon Dunford.
Oh yeah, the floodgates are open. The floodgates are open.
That 7 has to come now.
I don't think he appreciates your assessment of his situation. He is not.
Well, he's going to be losing about a second a lap, even with how fast he's running.
I do agree with you. And yet.
And fastest lap of the race, the driver, the number 14, Vern Hawkins, a 30.80. 3/10 faster than our fastest lap previously. 31:10 by Joshua Bally, lap number 3.
7 stays out again. 13 as well. It's looking like about 5 guys have yet to pit. Are these guys thinking maybe 2 tires and a splash?
We saw it almost work today. You saw how long William Byron was able to hold off Martin Truex. Just about 10 laps on that first run.
Well, Kevin Harvick finished 4th on 30-lap old tires of the guys around him.
Travis Lapenas now on pit road. Let's see if he's just gonna take fuel and tires. See if he's gonna sit on pit road for any repair.
I can't imagine. We went green at what, 47, 48, I think you said?
49. We went green on
49. 60 laps from there would be, you know, 100-ish.
Little after 100, pal.
What?
Little after 100. Would be 109.
What just happened with the 8?
The 8, Randy Howe, is coming out of turn 4 right now. Or did you say 18?
Oh! Oh, God!
What? Speak, boo-boo, speak.
The 30 and the 59 are banging doors in front of people.
Oh, we're unfortunately going to have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Josh Yando and the 59, not real sure what was going on, but they collided pretty hard.
Oh, Jeremy Lapenas right into the 59. That's going to send him all the way into the 30. And look at the 8 just split them.
That would explain...
Bally on pit road. Ben Morrow still on the racetrack.
That would explain the commentary I caught where the 33 and the 8 were like, what was that?
Ben Morrow now on pit road. Farron Elam has yet to come to pit road, sitting in second right now. He is stuck on that outside lane. Remember, you do get a point for leading a lap in the Extreme Forces Racing League's Xfinity Series.
I can't believe some of these guys are still out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Vern Hawkins right now, the first driver that came down pit road, lap 88, currently has about a 2.5 lead over Joshua Bally.
I mean, if you were within 8 seconds of the leader, I suppose a splash and go would get you would certainly advance your position in this race. You may not. I mean, if you try it and you don't lose all the spots and end up back where you were, it's a gain. But we got a yellow.
Yellow flag is out. Ben Morrow, who just pit. Oh boy. Yes, I'm looking for Morrow. There he is. What happened to this 13?
That brought out a caution?
Let's see what happens. Almost made it 100 laps. He is sideways. I'm really surprised that brought out a caution. And
Yeah.
TJ, Matt Cochran, and Farron Elam both have yet to pit.
The only thing, since, I mean, they don't have really anybody a lap down, I wouldn't think the 7 would come back down, but maybe some of the guys that had pit already over 10 laps ago might think about it.
Our first caution of the evening for incident tonight. I think this might work out for Farron Elam and Matt Cochran, as it looks like everybody's coming down for pit road. Would not be surprised to see the drivers that just pit about 10 or so laps ago to just take those 2 right side tires.
And you know what they say, AJ? Cautions breed caution, and agents of chaos smile.
Well, the number 2, Adam Capps, stays out on the racetrack.
14 looked like he didn't quite get into where he needed in his box. Had a second movement after stopping, but he's also down and away.
2 tires for the 14.
1 car going to beat out the 7. Looks like the 4 beat out the 81. I think he might have been the only 2-tire stop.
Now we saw those rights go down, and the 14 drove away. 18 people currently watching, split between Facebook and YouTube. How's everybody doing on this Monday night? Tomorrow night, it is a short track special, South Boston Speedway. It is the super late model stock for the Extreme Forces Racing League. Doing a coverage race for Mick Olofsson. You can find that race right here on All-Star 15 TV starting at 8 p.m. Or 8:15 p.m. Whatever it says on the event page, I'm pretty sure it's 8:15.
And come watch, because you get to see me go around in circles and hopefully not spitting.
Dude, I am so upset. I like South Boston. I really like South Boston. But, you know, when I tell somebody I will help them out, I help them out.
When a friend asks for help, you help them.
What's up?
I said when a friend asks for help, you help them.
Exactly, and I like Mick. Really unfortunate that he's, you know, not broadcasting, because, you know, I wish he could have picked a little more difficult of a racetrack to get me out of the car. But I like South Boston. I also like Concord.
That place is weird. I've been to a race there.
And for all you people that are going to say it's Concord, I'm from the New England region. It's Concord. Correct, TJ?
Yep. Absolutely.
That's the one thing that my accent comes out in, are some of the words from up here. And half my viewership just drops right there once they found out I'm from New England.
Well, you're not a... Well, no, you are a Patriot fan, yeah.
My Patriots, Yankees, Knicks.
Well, you didn't say Red Sox, so I don't...
I am closer to Yankee Stadium than I am to Fenway.
That's good. There is, like... Am I seeing this right? There's, like, nobody on the bottom.
No. There's not.
I am done.
There's 5 cars on the inside lane. The 14, the 7, the 81, the 25, and the 16.
I mean...
is off.
That is just kind of mind-blowing.
He is gone.
And the 14 didn't go.
That's going to allow Farron Elam
a chance.
And, yeah, bye-bye said chance. So here comes the 7 as well to that inside.
14 now down under the 2. The 2 can't clip the bottom moment. He gets swallowed up now, but I think, I think the 1 might have touched the wall.
He is stuck on that outside. It looks like Paul Irving was about to take it 3 wide.
81 down on the apron. That's tight.
Yeah,
back
we're just
there,
gonna go
boys.
blink cam again because that's where it's gonna show everybody.
Oh, the 25 way deep into the 48, sends him into the wall. No caution.
We're all still facing the right way, but that's that can be bad for people because that 48 looks like he's pissed, and that 25
Like I said,
is just getting in the way.
Those are friendly teammates, kind of technical aligned.
I mean, TJ, that was you and Dean Demmer with the 48. TJ, that was you and myself for the longest time on Heat. We were teammates, but boy, I feel like we almost killed each other after every race.
Oh, and there goes a 41 around off the nose of the 48.
Caution is out.
And the 6 hits him.
What the heck happened here? It looks like that 41 just accelerated straight out of the turn. I think it starts all the way back here, which we're going to see it from its entirety from the 41's point of view. He's using the apron, coming up.
I think the 48 just tried to claim the 41 came up into him.
Oh, we're going to see it here. 41's a little loose on entry.
He definitely did not come up.
The 41?
No.
He did.
Yeah, but the
100%
48,
did.
the 48 was loose and headed down and nailed him.
Well, probably also bounced off of the 1.
I wouldn't be shocked if they hand an EOL to the 48 here.
Or to the 1, because it looks like the 48 and the 1 have contact.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put that on the 1. The 1 is where he needs to be. He holds his line, never even moves. The 48's the one that loses car control and takes out the 41.
Yeah, we're going to see is that's going to collect the 6, and there is a lot of damage on the number 41 of Dean Demmer, who was having a decent race tonight.
This all goes back to what happened with the 25. That got those guys out of line.
I think Dean Demmer might be out.
That car looked destroyed.
And he is no longer in the race.
And they're going to put that on the 41. Wow.
I honestly would as well.
Really?
Yes, I would. The
Well, AJ, I guess we
41 was
differ in
coming
opinion on that one.
straight up into him.
Yeah, but if the 48 isn't loose and sideways, the 41 never hits it.
Oh, he was going up no matter what, TJ.
Yeah, but AJ, he's under control. The 48's spinning out.
I don't think he's spinning out. If anything, he's maybe a little loose. But we'll never know.
I mean, the fact that the 41 hit the inside wall tells me he was spinning out. That momentum came from somewhere.
Yeah, the 41 saying send it.
I don't think the 41 was sending it. Heck, I missed this, but even back before that in the straightaway, those guys were making contact with the guys in front of them.
Yep, we saw that on stream. Everybody saw that one.
I mean, the 41 had just started to throttle back up when he gets hit. That's just wild.
Doesn't really matter much. The 41 is no longer in the race. I think his car and night is over and done with.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's destroyed, which is also the reason I'm kind of surprised. And they hit the 59 with a 3 in, 3 out violation.
And 59 is Bobby Green, sitting in 22nd. 4
I
laps
think-
down.
I think that moves him back a spot.
Lights are off on the iRacing pace car. It's your third caution of the evening here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. You're watching All-Star 15 TV. Check out all our sponsors in the description. Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, Drinking Bros Auto Racing, Falcon Grafix, Wrestling Over Everything, and Fair Play WrestleFest. We're going to take it from the NDNT Blimp Cam for this restart. 14 Hawkins with a launch and a half down the front stretch up to speed. Multiple car lengths clear of the 7. Matt Cochran to the outside, pulling the M&M.
7, kind of slide job there. I think it's what he's got to do if he's going to have a chance to get back to this 14 before this race is over.
The furthest we've seen Matt Cochran to the front all night. Battling with Forrest Smith to his inside, their teammates.
They've black flagged now the 59. I'm not quite sure for what. I missed it.
I think he was supposed to serve a pass-through on the restart.
Oh, it was. I only saw EOL, but that's possible.
Vern Hawkins with a half a second lead over Joshua Bally with 13 laps to go. Oh, as we're getting loose in the back of the pack. Jeremy LaPenas to the inside of Adam Capps. Looking for that position as he's looking for more. Both the 8 and 48 up way wide as the 33 is looking for the 8th position.
Kind of keeping an eyeball on this front, guys. The 7 is closing. I think he's got to close quicker to get there, though. Granted, they've got 10, but man.
Ooh, the 2 is loose. He's going to get it saved. Back under
He's
control.
on the oldest tires, I do believe.
He last pit on 88. You are correct.
Yeah, I'd say the no tire stop there definitely didn't work. 7 is inching closer here. Chipping away at it. He's got the time to get there, but getting there's one thing, passing him's another.
8's in the wall
And you
again.
use the bumper.
LaPenas. And Howell. Here it comes
If
the
you were
19
in
of
France-
Dunford.
If you were speaking French, you just said something else. Oh man, the 7 sent it! AJ, you might want to come back to the front. I think we might have a battle on our hands.
I mean, we had 4 wide in the back.
I know, but for the lead and 4 wide, take your pick. I wish we could go side by side.
14 should have a nice launch out of turn 4, heading back to the line. The 7 should put down a hard charger into turn 1.
14 clipped the wall with the rear end. Might have scrubbed a little bit of speed. I think he should still hold it.
7 a little too hot. Trying to regroup out of 2.
They're both, obviously they're not dead even, but they look very even.
Under 10 to go from the magic mile.
The more they battle, the 4 and 81 are sitting there licking their chops.
And they aren't closing.
Right,
Maybe
but if
they're
these two
closing a little bit.
these two start hitting each other, or, things get wild.
Even if they wreck each other.
I don't know if they'll wreck. They seem like they've got pretty good car control. I don't know if they'll wreck each other, but maybe.
Well, remember Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick?
Sounds like the 12 and the 19 may have had some trouble, or the 21. All I heard was sorry, Brandon. I do believe there's a 21 Brandon and a 19 Brandon. 81 sails it off in there, trying to get back to these guys.
There's
The
the
7 with a
seven.
huge run.
14's trying to give it its all.
59. Gotta get out of the way.
And he is.
7 really got to dig this corner. Got to get a good run. Maybe close the door with a slide job
He's
if he
clear.
can. He's clear, but will the 14 have a run back at him? Doesn't look so. Or back to the top.
He's opening the door for Forrest Smith. 6 to go.
I think now that the 7's got clear, he can go back to his line, and like Martin Truex today did, he can drive away. This is actually eerily similar
5
to
to
the Cup
go.
race.
The difference in lap time, 0.14 between Bally and Hawkins.
And the 81 doing what he did earlier in the race, AJ, is something you were talking about, running that like a little bit higher and gaining.
Oh,
I don't
48
know
in
if
the
he's got
wall, coming
enough.
out of 2.
Continues. And almost seemingly out of nowhere, where did the 13 car come from?
Ben Morrow has been one of the best cars on a long run, and he has the freshest tires out of everybody within the top 5.
He like almost, switched places with the 4 car. It's like 1 minute it was the 4, and now it's the 13, and the 13's trying to get some more. He was your number 3 qualifier. I think he might like to get that spot back.
3 to go, crossing the line.
I think the 7 has decided he's going to find his own area code here late. The battle for second,
I don't think we're done with the battle for second here.
or third, I should say. Battle for third.
That 81 of Smith is putting qualifying laps on the board to close out this race. Dual popsicle sticks up in the air for your leader, Joshua Bally.
I mean, AJ, whether they know it or not, they're racing to come talk with us, and we appreciate it.
Basically, come talk to you, because I just put him in here as
Oh.
the 13's going to give the bump to the 81.
I think he sent it in too hot. He did a good save, good recovery. Still got time. Not a lot, but still got time. Probably has time for one more run at him if he plays this corner right. Closes a ton.
And out of turn number 4,
He's going to
it
have a
is
huge
the
run.
Fair Play WrestleFest final lap.
13 and a good run down the straightaway. Oh, I think he needs the top to beat him. I don't think he's got the car to beat him on the bottom.
And the yellow flag is out. No, white flag is out. Daniel Stagner immediately
stopped.
crashed and jumped to pit road. Holy crud, was that scary.
I think the 13 tried to switch lines and it didn't work. I think the 81's clear, but maybe here comes a run.
And Joshua Bally
13.
is going to win the Lobster as what's entered 125 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Followed
Vern
by Vern
Hawken.
Hawken and Forrest Smith.
That was a heck of a battle there for third.
That was a great battle between Forrest Smith and
Ben Morrow.
Wow. That's something to be proud of. Actually, this race for all the drivers, this is something to be proud of. Thank you to Fair Play WrestleFest for sponsoring the final lap tonight. Before we talk to our podium finishers, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll see you when we return. Congratulations to Joshua Bally.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We are back from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Joshua Bally, your race winner. TJ, are you ready to talk to the winner of the Lobsters What's for Dinner 125?
Did you get a copy?
Well, he's right here.
Now he's got a copy, I think.
Howdy.
Sir, that was a whooping.
A little bit, but I think it's because everyone else didn't find the trick that was pretty much giving me all the speed, I assumed, to save the tires and all that, where I think I was the only one that was shifting every lap.
We did see it in a few other cars, but nobody really at the front. We mentioned it on the broadcast, so evidently they weren't listening. But you, kind of like Martin Truex today, for the most part, were out front a large majority of the day and just got it back after some pit stops. And I mean, were you ever nervous?
No, because when the caution came out, I figured there was enough laps that if I didn't get the lead, that it was just on me. There was enough laps to go get it, and I did.
I mean, I can't remember as dominating a performance as I've seen like this in a long time. I mean, it was, but here at the end, you were almost a second and a half away and like what felt like a handful of laps. I mean, you were just had the car, and if it was the shifting and that was the trick, I guarantee you the next time we come here, everybody's downshift.
Yeah, it just they made the fourth gear just like really like it's good for quali, but like as soon as you lose any pace, like you're down into the third because you're barely in fourth when you're like slowing down. Like it's bogging the gear a little bit.
I did notice we went on car a few times tonight, and it was like way down in there. So I mean, the downshift makes sense. A lot of momentum in building a win. Think you can carry this forward?
Not probably to the next 2 weeks. They're probably my worst tracks at Pocono, Michigan, but I already got the points lead to win. Just looking forward to the playoffs now.
Yeah. And I think continue to drive like this, we're probably going to get to talk to you a few more times this season. That makes for good TV. So we like it. And AG, do you have any questions for our race winner?
Well, you had to catch the 14, and we know that you were downshifting each turn. Was there any hesitation going into attempting some of the passes? Because it looked like as the race was going on further and further, he was inching closer and closer to your line. At what point were you just going to literally send it because it looked like he made the mistake and you capitalized on it?
I don't know. That's more like a last lap move because you don't want to do it and then bring out a yellow and then possibly lose the race doing that. So if you're gonna hit him, it's gonna be on the last lap. But I felt pretty confident that I'd get the pass done because I know he took two. Because he missed the box and then took two, I guess, when he missed the box. So I felt pretty confident that I could get the pass done.
Yeah, man. Well, you said we go to Pocono next week. I know you're not looking forward to it, but as well as you do in these slow corners, Pocono, you go from high speed to slow corners. So maybe once we get to those corners, you're gonna kick it back into gear, and we'll probably end up talking to you again. But enjoy the week, enjoy the win, and great job, my friend.
Yep, thank you.
You have any people you want to plug before we let you go?
My team, DACFU. A lot of them weren't here today because they were off actually, like in New Hampshire. But happy to race with them and bringing me on the team. And tomorrow's my birthday, so in an
Wow.
hour. So
What a happy
I'd say
birthday!
that's a heck of what an early birthday present that was.
All right, brother. Well, great job tonight, and happy birthday, dude.
yep, thank you.
All right, let's talk to our P2 driver. See if we can get him. Vern Hawkins. Here he is. TJ, take it away.
Vern Hawkins, you get a copy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sir, that was a pretty good run. I wasn't sure if you might have been able to hold him off there, but that 7 just seemed like he was on rails. Anything you think you could have done to get to him? Or, well,
Yeah,
not let him by.
Not slide through my box and have to take 2 tires on the last stop would have helped.
Oh, we were on the broadcast. I said something about it on the broadcast. I saw a second movement, and I wasn't sure if that's what it was, and yeah, that might have helped.
Yeah, another couple yellows would have helped too, just with 3 starts. But it's all good. Happy to have a good run.
Glad you're, I know me, I can never settle for a second place, but I'm glad you can. And nothing to really settle about. I mean, you had a really good car. The 7 said he was downshifting. Did you try that at all tonight?
I started downshifting after I heard he was, and it really didn't help. I mean, at times it helped turn, but later in the run I just went back to not shifting.
Interesting stuff. Any momentum you can carry from this run here forward? We're kind of headed to Pocono. It's not really a similarly shaped racetrack, but it's still a tough racetrack.
Yeah, I think we can take this tent slime car and have a good strong run at Pocono, and it's a technical track, and hopefully we score some good points.
I can tell you, your car looked really cool. I'm a paint scheme guy, and that car looked really cool.
Well, you can thank Transcendent Designs, which is our team sponsor and league sponsor for that paint scheme.
That thing was the chrome numbers. I assume that's what that was. It was shiny and cool looking, and
Yep. No, it is a sharp looking car. You can't beat a paint scheme from Drew over there.
They definitely do really good work. Speaking of which, do you continue to plug them if you like? They are the series sponsor.
Oh yeah. I've plugged them a couple times there. Transcendent Designs, awesome guys. They can't beat the talent over there. They can do a lot of amazing stuff. Same with Tent Slime, awesome product.
AJ, anything you'd like to add?
No, it was a great race. It sucks that I would have liked to see it with the 4 tires, but a good audible call to still come home second. Any sponsors outside of what you just plugged there, outside of Transcendent and Slime?
Yeah, we got Back Pocket and Pixelsaurus on board, so
I knew there was more.
They offer, they offer a lot of templates and different designs, and they treat us pretty good. Go check them out.
All right, brother. Well, go rest up. Pocono's going to be even more of a headache, I hear.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be. Thanks, guys.
See you later, Vern. All right, let's talk to P3. It's Forrest Smith.
Forrest Smith, you get a copy?
I do.
Sir, you kind of came alive late there. What did you find that was helping you get up in the top 3?
It was just I had a good long run car, so I was able to save the tire, and able to make my way up towards the front. It was able to turn as the run went. I wasn't good in the beginning, but I was real good towards the middle and end of the run. So I just found a little bit of turn in the car.
It definitely showed, and I think AJ even had mentioned it on the broadcast. It seemed like you were just able to get more on a late run, as we saw one of the late runs that you were just moving by guys like faster than anybody else was on the racetrack. And sure enough, we get a mostly long run, set you up for a quick little short run, and here you come away with the top 3. Any momentum to use from here or knowledge from here to go to Pocono with?
They're 2 different tracks. I just used what I learned from officials this last week to run here, and I'll probably do the same for Pocono next week for this league.
Well, we hope to get the opportunity to talk with you more. And I mean, 3rd place in this league with this quality of driver is nothing to bat an eye at. And running 3rd, eventually you'll get 2nd and maybe even a win. And we hope that happens for you. Any sponsors you'd like to?
I'd like to thank 213simware.com. They've been supporting me for almost the last year. They've got great merchandise on their website. You can buy shirts, gloves, flags, anything you need. Elite Entertainment. It's by Adam Caps. I've got to thank Shinesty. They got the best underwear you can buy for your buck. I thank Darnell Racing and Transcendent Motorsports for help as well.
AJ, any questions you would like to ask?
No questions, but great run overall tonight. I'm happy that I was able to notice that you were using an alternative line to everybody else, and you were making some passes to the point where I thought that 81 was absolutely shot out of a cannon. So great on that tonight, and I can't wait to see what you do at Pocono next week.
All righty.
All right,
thank you, guys.
That's Forrest Smith finishing 3rd here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. TJ, overall, what do you got?
I mean, it was eerily similar to the race I watched in person today at the same racetrack. They were just, the race played out similar, some later yellows, but for the most part, it was a long green race and mostly clean with small incidents that tightened the field back up at the moments. But these guys didn't disappoint. This is the race I think we've all been waiting for. Get away from the plate tracks, have a nice, long, clean, green flag race. I'm very happy with what we saw. Even though it wasn't a lot of chaos. It wasn't a lot of chaos, but still fun.
Yeah, there was battles all over the place. New Hampshire usually brings a lot of loose cars, a lot of wrecks, and a lot of wrecked race cars. Tonight, didn't see that. Unfortunately, we saw some chaos knocking some drivers out, but mother trucker, not swearing on purpose. No coin in the coin jar for anybody watching at home, but great race overall from all our drivers tonight. Can't wait to see what we do in Long Pond, Pennsylvania for Pocono Raceway. I'm AJ Capola, TJ Barnier. This is All-Star 15 TV on Facebook and YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Check out all our sponsors. Peace out, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.